If you're ready for foundations, clap your hands. If you're ready for foundations, clap your hands. If you're ready to learn your letters, sounds, and words. If you're ready for foundations, clap your hands. Okay, Mama Echo's here, and we're ready to practice our letter sounds. Repeat after her. Y, yellow, ya. B, bat, b. D, dog, d. F, fun, f. N, n. M, man, W, wind, w. X, fox, x. C, cat, k. Very good. Now let's practice. What are these called? Digraphs. 2 letters stuck together to make one sound. W-H, whistle, w. C-H, chin, ch. S-H, ship, sh. T-H, thumb, th. C-K, sock. Very good. Now let's do our short vowel sounds. A, apple, a. E, ed, e. I, itch, I. O, octopus, ah. U, up, Very good. And what are the long sounds that these vowels make? Let's say the names of the vowels. A, E, I, O, U, vowel bat. Okay, now what are the long sounds? A, E, I, O, and U. Easy. Okay, let's do our chunks. Chunky Monkey, some of his favorite chunks. A-L-L, ball, all. A-N, fan, an. A-M, ham, am. Now let's read these words. All, an, am. Very good. And the last chunks that we see in words, we see this one a lot. A-N-G, fang, ang. I-N-G, ring, ing. O-N-G, song, ong. U-N-G, lung, Very good. Okay. I'm going to show you a word. You might know the word right away. If you don't know a word, what do? The first thing, look at the picture and tap out the sounds. Now these words do not have pictures, so we're going to go straight into tap and blend them together, okay? You might see chunks you know in some of these words. Okay, let's do it. Ready? Here's the word. Do you see a word inside of this word? I do. It. So now add it, hit, or we can tap it out. It, hit. Let's check and see if we got it right. She hit the baseball. Yes, good work. Next word. Do you see a chunk you know? I do. In. Cover up in, in, pin, or you can tap the whole thing out. In, pin. Now friends, P-I-N is not a pin like this. That's P-E-N. This sounds the same as pin, but because it has an I, it makes it different. It's like this, a clothespin. Okay, great job. Next word, do you see a chunk? I don't see a little word inside. Some of you might know what OX says, but I'm going to pretend like I don't, and I'm going to just tap the whole thing. Ready? Ox, fox, fox. The chickens were scared of the fox. They had to run away. Now, if you take fox, okay, don't show my word. If you take the word fox and swap the first sound with this sound, B, what word did you make? Listen again if you aren't sure what I just said. Swap the F in fox with B. So B, that's fox, that starts with B. What word did you make? Ox, box. Yes, ox, box. A box. Sean loves to play with cardboard boxes. It's so cool. Think of all the things you can make with a box. Okay, next word. Do you see a chunk you know? Some of you might know ugh, ugh. If you don't, let's tap it out. Oh no. Is this a B or a D? Which way B and which way D? It's a B. Let's tap it out. Ugh. Bug. Just like ladybugs we learned last week. Next word. Do you see a chunk you know? I do. Am. So cover it up. Am. Jam. We're reading faster. Jam. Yes, peanut butter and jelly or jam. Do you see a chunk you know? I do too. An. Now cover it up. An. Can. Look at how fast we're reading. Can. Okay, and last one. Do you see a chunk? Some of you might know what ET says, but it's not a word. So let's tap it out. What? Wet. Wet. The piggy got wet. Poor little piggy got rained on. All right, give yourself a pat. Okay, let's look at some sentences. Okay, first I'm going to show you a sentence, and we're going to look to see if it's a 3-star sentence. Then we'll read it together, okay? What do we need to do to make, what do we need to do to make a 3-star sentence? First, it has to start with a capital letter, right? The first letter must be capital. Let's look at our sentence. Is the first letter capital? Where does the sentence begin? Here? Here? Here. Yes, and is the first letter capital? Woohoo! We can give this sentence 1 star because it starts with a capital letter. Excellent. What do we look for next to have a 3-star sentence? Capital letters. Get out that finger. A finger spaces. There must be spaces between the words. Why? So your reader can read your sentence and it makes sense. Yes. All right, let's do a finger check. Ready? Space, 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 space. Another star for this sentence. Okay. Last thing we look for a 3-star sentence. Are you ready? Capital letter, finger spaces. What is the last one? Punctuation marks. And we've learned more than 3 in kindergarten, but these are the ones we're focusing on. Period means what? Stop. Exclamation mark means read with expression. The writer wants you to read it with expression or a question mark. Okay, let's check for punctuation. Does this sentence have a punctuation mark at the end? No, it's missing. We need to read it and find out which one. We don't know which one until we read it. Okay. Do you see any sight words you know? I do too. Right away, I see the, a. Some of you might know this word as a sight word. Let's pretend like you don't. Okay, before we read, do you see any chunks or digraphs in any of these words? I see one too. TH. Let's mark it up. TH, thumb. Okay, we're ready to read. The dog had a bath. The dog had a bath. Which punctuation mark will go at the end? Would a question mark make sense? No, it's not a question. Could we do an exclamation mark? We could. Could we do a period? Yes, let's just stick with a period with this one. All right, now let's scoop it up and read it with fluency. Remember, we don't read like robots. The dog had a bath. We read like we talk with expression. The dog had a bath. Your turn. Great job, everybody. Kiss your brain. And let's give it that last star for adding punctuation marks. Okay, I have one more sentence. Let's quickly do our check. Let's see if we can check without looking at our chart. What are the 3 stars? Capital letter. Does this start with a capital letter? Yes. What's the next star? Finger finger spaces. Oh no. This sentence doesn't have spaces. This is going to be really hard to read. Okay, let me put finger spaces in. Look at that. Is that too big? That's too big. Remember, that's like three. We just want one little space, right? And a finger's just a good way to measure that space out. And then a finger space again. Okay, let's check my spaces now. Space, space, space. Yes, now I can get that second star. And what is the last thing we look for? Punctuation. Does this sentence have punctuation? Yes. And what is this called? Question mark. Because it's a what? It's a question. Now we can read it because there are spaces. Okay, do you see any sight words? Right away, I see the. And some of you already know this one, but I'm going to pretend like I don't, and I'm going to use stretchy snake or tap it out. Ready? D-id. Did the. Do you see any digraphs? I do too. C-K. D-uck. Duck. Did the duck. Do you see anything special in this word? I see a digraph and I see Q-U. So I know this says qua, right? It's not qua. This together is qua. Q-U makes qua. Okay, so quack, quack. Now let's read the whole sentence. Did the duck quack? That makes sense. Now let's read it, not like a robot, like a reader that knows how to read with fluency. Did the duck quack? Your turn. Very good. Okay, great job, guys. All right, so today we're going to play a little game, make it fun. I'm going to hold up a word, and you need to tell me that I need your help finding the ending sound of the word. Ready? Here's my word. What is this a picture of? A mug. Tap it out. What's missing? G. Mug. Very good. Next word. What is this a picture of? A jet. Tap it out. J. What's the ending sound? T. Jet. Jet. So what letter needs to go here? A T. Jet. Very good. Okay. What is this a picture of? A mop. Tap it out. M-a-p. What's the last sound? P-p. Mop. Mop. Next word. What is this a picture of? A zipper. But we're just going to say the word zip. Elbows up. Tap it out. Zip. What's the ending sound? P. Zip. P-pan. Very good. Okay, I'm going to hold up another word. What is this? The number 10. Tap it out. T-in. What's the ending sound? T-in. Boys and girls, 10 is a trick word. Do you know why? Did you notice? T-I. 10, it depends on your accent. So some of us say words a different way. The same word, it sounds different. So 10, the way I say it, sounds like there would be an I here. T-in. But it's really 10. 10. So that can be a tricky one to spell. Okay. What color is this? Red. What is the ending sound in red? Tap it out. Red. D-dog. Red. Okay, couple more. What is this a picture of? The sun. What is the ending sound in sun? Tap it out. Sun. The ending sound is sun. You hear the ending sound? And our last one, what is this a picture of? A net. Elbows up, tap it out. Net. What's the ending sound? net. The ending sound is t. Very good, guys. Kiss your brain. You are excellent at finding the end of the sounds. Okay, we are going to, I have an activity for you, an assignment, okay? So we are talking about what you want to be when you grow up. On the next video, you are going to click on that video and watch me read a story to you called When I Grow Up. After it, you have an assignment, and it's to write about what you want to be when you grow up and draw a picture. I did an example for you, okay? Now, I didn't draw my picture yet, but I have my name, the date, and your paper already has When I Grow Up. So that means you just keep the sentence going, okay? Now, I tried to write 3 sentences. I didn't just write what I want to be and stopped. Do you see how much writing I did? I wanted to tell you what I wanted to be and why. And then I gave 2 reasons to describe why. So I'm going to read it to you. And then I want you to help me check for 3-star sentences. Okay? When I grow up, I want to be a chef because I love to cook. It makes me happy. It makes my family happy. I told you what I wanted to be. What was it? A chef. I told you why. Why do I want to be a chef? Because I love to cook. And then I gave 2 reasons of why I like to cook. It makes me happy. It makes my family happy. Yes. Now, I don't know if you noticed anything, but I'm missing something in my sentences. How many of you already know what I'm missing? If you said punctuation, the 3rd one, you are right. There are no punctuation marks. If I left my paper like this is how the reader would read it. Ready? When I grow up, I want to be a chef because I love to cook. It makes me happy. It makes my family happy. Whoa. It's one huge long sentence. We need some punctuation marks because I want my reader to stop sometimes. Okay, so I'm going to read, and when I get to where I should put a period, I want you to say stop. Okay? Because a period means to what? Stop. Here we go. When I grow up, I want to be a chef because I love to cook. Stop. I'm done with that sentence. So I need to put a little period, and notice how it's on the ground. It's not flying up. Now I'm going to reread it and give me a thumbs up if it makes sense now. When I grow up, I want to be a chef because I love to cook. It makes me happy. It makes my family happy. Now this is right. Am I missing any more? Yes. Okay, let me keep reading. You tell me, say stop when I need another period, okay? It makes me happy. Stop. Right here. It makes me happy. Period. It makes my family happy.